Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. DME Detroit. I'm not gonna keep on doing this with you. You know, the little Avengers Endgame length blogs that you be doing. Come on, man. You know, for one, it's not that serious. If you're gonna do this every time somebody makes a blog, then you go right ahead. You got all the time in the world, apparently. So, you know, I guess YouTube is your life, maybe. But I'm glad that you did the video that you did, because now it opens the doors for another topic of conversation. You know, the differences between who you are compared to who I am when it comes to battle rap, you know? It's just apparently a case of two different worlds. Now, in your blogs, which is both of them really, you use the internet word a lot. This is the internet. Trolls always troll, and you know, things of that nature, which I get. You know, if this is the internet and that's what goes on, and people like you are willing to accept that behavior, then that's perfectly fine. You know, but you can't justify how the next man should handle a situation based on how you handle it. You know, when you talk all of this, oh, well, nobody can have fun on the internet because every time somebody says something, y'all want to fight. Now, me personally, I understand the plight that bloggers have when it comes to stating opinions and battlers wanting to go the extra mile over an opinion. And we've seen situations like that, just clearly where a blogger stated an opinion and a battler jumped out the window, got disrespectful, said suck my dick, want to fight, you know, all that type of stuff. I'm completely against that. You understand? I'm completely against that. But I've also seen how, like, people like you, the way you addressed my blog, calling me out my name and things of that nature, and me and you don't have no rapport, we never spoke, like, I don't watch your videos, your tweets don't come across my timeline, etc., etc. When you do stuff like that, that's why people want to fight. So let me give you a little lesson as far as the difference between both sides of the spectrum. Now, as you said, this is the internet where trolls live, and you know, you get all sorts of stuff in your inbox and things of that nature. You're willing to accept that. You're willing to accept that because you're not willing to put forth the extra effort to make sure it never happens again. You know, so instead of dealing with the issue, because you never know, you know, some certain things can happen. People will get comfortable with trying you, with doing certain things to you. Who knows? The person that trolls you in your inbox and stuff like that, they might move on to your family. They might move on to other loved ones and do the same thing. And they'll feel comfortable doing it because they know you're not going to do anything about it. You know, so they kind of get a pass for it and continue the behavior. But you see, in our side of things, right? When you hold people accountable, they don't do those things anymore. Because now they understand how serious the repercussions are. So it's not about fun. You can have fun without insulting people, cursing people out, trolling people, and telling people, hey, I'm going to run up on you and stuff like that. You can have fun without doing that. There's plenty of people on the internet that do. You know, but you basically made a cop-out. You understand? You made it seem like because this is the internet, people should be allowed to say whatever they want, no matter how disrespectful it is. And because it's the internet, they should be allowed to get away with it with no action. People on my side of the spectrum, we don't play that game. You understand? And you, as a man, you have to accept that. You have to accept the fact that the way you handle things is not going to be the way the next man handle things. It's just not. You understand? You're DME Detroit. You're not anybody of powerful influence who feels like who should feel like they can change the world because they think something isn't right. You understand? It's just you don't have that kind of power. You know, if you're hoping to get that platform one day, then cool. Good luck to you. If that's the endeavor you want to take on, to where you feel like you want to ride for people who are from this internet world and trolling and stuff like that, and you feel like they should be able to do all that and it be in a spirit of fun without anything being done to them, then cool. That's a fight you fight. You understand? But fight that fight on your side. Because on this side, right, we deal with those things differently. You know, so when you're doing certain things, we're going to address it how we feel the need to address it. You know, and that's just the way this world works. Sorry, DME. You know, you seem pretty upset about that. And I feel like that's the root of this back and forth. And that's the root of your blogs. You feel like these people should be able to do things and not be held accountable. You understand? And you're attacking me based on something that, not something I did to you, based on something I did to somebody else. Oh, in other communities, they stop watching you and you're finished forever and things like that. Well, this is a different community, obviously. Different rules apply to different people. You know, so if you want to go to NASCAR groups and horse rodeo groups and whatever other groups there are that follow certain rules, then go be over there. If that's, you know, the people you feel comfortable around, that you feel like, oh, we're over here ruining your fun and you should be able to just scream on the microphone and call people snitch and rat and all this other stuff and it be accepted, then you go over there and do that. Don't bring that shit my way. Because once again, I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking to anybody from the type of place I come from that would have to deal with something like this. We're going to want to see you have that same energy in person. That's just how life works. Either deal with it or don't deal with it. And overall, that's a choice you got to make. You understand? Now, as far as the truth, I mean, the information is out. You understand? I didn't put that man's address out. All I said was an Instagram handle. I didn't put an address out. I didn't put a phone number out. I didn't put any personal information out. Which is funny because I actually had it. And I was going to save it until he jumped out the window and tried to do some stupid shit. But I never put it out. I never released that info to the public. You understand? So, you know, you just got to get with the times, man. You got to understand the community you in. You got to understand what you're dealing with. You know, unfortunately, in battle rap, you know, people want to try to ignore the conversation, but there just is a line as far as certain people. And I don't want to say it's a race thing because there's Caucasian people that if you try to troll them online, they're going to want to fight. And there's black people who, if you troll them online, they might not want to do anything. They might just ignore it. So it's not about race. But it's certain individuals you can do those things to. Certain individuals you can't. There's certain individuals that you can beat up and nothing will happen. There's certain individuals you can't beat up. There's certain individuals you can shoot and nothing will happen. Certain individuals you can't do that to. You know? So everybody just pretty much has to accept that. We're all grown men on these platforms who make our own choices and we handle situations the way we want to handle them. Now, you say, oh, y'all want to pick on him because he's a little guy or whatever you said, something like that. Oh, what if DNA Tooth was Head Ice? Well, Head Ice is a stand-up individual who wouldn't hide behind a puppet. Again, the difference between the two worlds. You understand? So, just to cap this off, DME Detroit, I don't got no static with you. I ain't got no beef with you. I'm not looking to do anything to you. But, as I said, if you're going to do videos and things like this, just randomly calling somebody out their name and screaming and things of that nature, I mean, all the little sarcasm, oh, I can't speak on a certain voice and stuff like that, that's cool. That's cool. I'm trying to give you credit and act like you're not stupid. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you credit and actually make you come off as somebody who understands what they're doing. But, you know, I get the feeling that you don't. You know, and maybe I'm giving you a little too much credit. You understand? So, again, if we were in person and you still have those same sentiments, what you said, if I were to come up to you, I would probably talk my regular voice and shake your hand. After the way you spoke to me, I would probably spit in your hand. And hope that you follow up in a way that I can follow up in a way that I feel like following up. Where I'm from, you don't call nobody a snitch, bro. You just don't, you know. If you were walking through where I'm from, and I turn to my guys and say, yo, that guy's a snitch, you a smart guy. You can figure it out. You understand? You like to do research on the internet. You know, all of that, oh, this is a show and stuff like that. I don't care about that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care about this being the internet. When you address a grown man, you address a grown man with respect. Now, I've never gone on social media and called you out your name, but actually, I don't just randomly do that to people. You know, that happens to people who initiate a problem. I'm not on here looking for a problem. I don't want blogger beef. I don't want to be like how all y'all bloggers was looking back when all y'all was beefing with each other. The Rome versus Caps and the Battle Truth versus Chris Bias and all the other. I don't care about that. It's not my thing. But if somebody addresses me in a manner that I feel is disrespectful and in the way they shouldn't address me, then I'm going to have my response to it. I don't care how mad anybody gets. You understand? You know, all the little people in the comments is funny to me. All the jokes and all the tough talk and everything, all that shit is funny to me. I enjoy it. You feel what I'm saying? Like once again, I like seeing people pissed off. I like making people angry. You understand? That feeds my ego. That lets me know that I can turn on this camera, speak my mind, and people will be upset about it. You know, so keep on doing your little e-thug thing in the comments. It is what it is. Once again, DME Detroit. I don't want you to feel like this video is coming at you. I want you to feel like this video is providing an understanding of the difference between me and you. The things you're willing to accept and the things I'm not willing to accept. You understand? So that's really all I wanted to do. You know, I'm out here. Twitter, Instagram, @NoMercyTV. And I'll see y'all soon, man. Back to battle rap and the shit that matters. The Tooth shit is over. That shit done. Like, y'all little Batman's been unmasked. He's finished. And everybody can go about their business now. I'm definitely about to go about mine. No Mercy. I'm out of here.